Have you ever wondered what truly unfolds in the heart and mind of someone when you finally stop looking for them? When the constant texts cease, the eager calls fall silent, and the energy you once poured into them is suddenly withdrawn. What is the journey they take in the quiet space you leave behind? You are in the right place. Because today we are going to dive deep into the powerful and transformative Stoic strategy of stepping back, not as an act of surrender, but as a profound declaration of your own self-worth, allowing them to finally and fully realize what they have lost. This exploration is not about playing manipulative games or employing cheap tricks to get a reaction. It is about embracing your own intrinsic value and letting the powerful resonance of your absence speak louder than any words ever could. As the wise have said for centuries, absence often makes the heart grow fonder. This means that sometimes it is in the courageous act of stepping back that our presence becomes truly and deeply valued. We are not just talking about a simple withdrawal. We are talking about a process of reclaiming your power with an intensity that leaves an unforgettable and indelible mark. Imagine the immense strength it takes to consciously withdraw your attention, to pivot that powerful energy away from them and focus it solely on your own growth. Imagine rising above the emotional noise of their indifference and letting your dignified silence speak volumes. This is not just about making them feel your absence. It is about transforming yourself into someone so resilient, so self-assured, and so complete within yourself that they cannot help but feel the profound void you have left behind. Each principle we will delve into today is a stepping stone toward becoming someone who commands respect and admiration, someone who is deeply missed, not because they simply disappeared, but because they have become exponentially more powerful in their absence. This is your moment to rise to show them, and more importantly, to show yourself that your worth is beyond measure. Before we dive into the 10 distinct stages of their emotional and psychological journey, let us begin with a thought experiment that will lay the foundation for everything that is to come. This is very important, so do not skip it. Imagine for a moment that you are the sun in someone's life. You provide the warmth that brightens their day and the consistent energy that fuels their happiness. Now picture what happens when that sun suddenly and unexpectedly disappears. Their world becomes colder, a little dimmer. The warmth that was once taken for granted is now a distant memory, and its absence is felt more deeply with each passing day. What do you think happens next? Do they simply move on and find another source of light, or do they begin to realize the profound and irreplaceable value of the sun they have lost? Now, consider someone in your own life who used to be a significant part of your daily routine. Perhaps it was a friend, a partner, or even a close colleague. Think about how often you used to interact with them. The little messages, the quick phone calls, the casual encounters that punctuated your day. Now imagine that all of a sudden those interactions stop. Not because of a major disagreement or a dramatic fight, but because you made the conscious decision to step back and to focus on yourself. How do you think they would feel? What thoughts would go through their mind as the days turn into a week and the usual conversations do not happen? Would they miss you? Would they start to wonder where you have gone and why you have become so quiet? You might be wondering, if I walk away and become absent, is there not a chance that they will just forget about me entirely? Won't my absence simply push them further away? This is a common and valid concern, but it is important to understand that this strategy is not about disappearing completely. It is not about vanishing from their life to the point where they move on without a second thought. Instead, it is about creating a subtle yet powerful shift in the dynamics of your relationship. By stepping back, you are not removing yourself entirely. You are creating space. It is a space for them to reflect, to realize, and to truly feel the impact of your absence. This is not about being absent forever. It is about making your presence felt more strongly by stepping away just enough to allow them to understand what their life is like without you in it. Think of it like appreciating a beautiful painting. Sometimes you have to step back from the canvas to see the full picture and to truly appreciate its value and its intricate details. This is the very core of our discussion today. We are not talking about playing hard to get. We are talking about the transformative power of creating space. When you stop looking for someone, when you consciously pull back your attention, something profound happens. The entire dynamic shifts. The way they perceive you begins to change. And in that shift, they will begin to feel the weight of your absence perhaps more intensely than you could have ever imagined. Think about the last time you lost something valuable, maybe a favorite piece of jewelry or a cherished memento from your past. Do you remember that pang of loss, that sting of regret for not appreciating it more when it was in your possession? This is the very same feeling that begins to creep into the minds of those who have taken your presence for granted. The crucial difference is, unlike that lost item, you have the power to choose when or even if you re-enter their lives. So before we jump into the 10 points that will break down exactly what they feel when you stop looking for them, take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Think about the times when someone's absence made you realize their true value. What emotions did you go through? What thoughts lingered in your mind? Hold on to those feelings, because they are the key to understanding what happens on the other side when you make the courageous decision to take a step back. Let us now dive into the first thing that will likely hit them when you suddenly become absent: the shock of silence. Imagine this scenario for a moment. You have always been there. You have been the reliable one, the person who texts first, who makes the plans, and who checks in just to see how their day is going. But then one day you make the conscious decision to step back. You do not send that good morning text. You do not initiate plans for the weekend. And suddenly, there is a noticeable and deafening silence where your energy used to be. It is like walking into a familiar room where the music has just abruptly stopped. There is an immediate and jarring sense that something is missing, that the entire atmosphere has changed. This silence, however, is not just about the absence of your messages or your physical presence. It is a deeper kind of shock that occurs when someone realizes that the familiar rhythm of their day, the comforting knowledge that you are there, has suddenly been disrupted. They might not have consciously acknowledged it before, but your consistent presence was a constant in their life, like the background music in a film that they had come to rely on, even if they did not fully appreciate its contribution to the scene. Now here is where the shock really begins to set in. They will start to wonder what happened. Their mind will race with questions. Why aren't they reaching out? Did I do something wrong? Are they mad at me? This sudden shift in your behavior catches them completely off guard, and it is this disruption of the established norm that starts to make them question everything. The silence that you have created becomes loud, almost deafening in its intensity. And in that quiet, empty space, they will begin to truly feel the impact of your absence. It is important to remember what the poet Rumi once said: "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." In this case, the quieter you become, the more they will start to hear the echo of your absence in their own life. They might have taken your presence for granted, assuming that you would always be there, a constant and reliable fixture. But now that you have stepped back, they are forced to confront what their life is like without you in it. Now you might be thinking, but what if they don't care? What if my presence wasn't that significant to them in the first place? This is a valid concern, and it is a question that many of us fear the answer to. But here is the thing. If they really do not care, if your absence does not cause even a tiny ripple in the pond of their life, then that in itself tells you something incredibly important. It tells you that maybe, just maybe, this relationship was not as meaningful or as balanced as you thought it was. And while that can be a tough and painful truth to face, it is also a form of clarity that is invaluable for your own journey forward. Imagine you are at a concert and one of the instruments in the orchestra suddenly stops playing. If the music continues without any noticeable difference, It means that that particular instrument was not integral to the overall performance. But if its absence leaves a noticeable gap, if the music feels incomplete and hollow without it, then you know just how important that instrument truly was. The same principle applies to relationships. If your absence does not make a difference, then perhaps you were not playing the significant role that you thought you were. And that is okay, because it allows you to move forward with a clearer understanding of where you truly stand. However, in most cases, the shock of silence does make a significant difference. It shakes things up. It forces them to confront their own feelings. And it often leads to a deeper appreciation of the role that you played in their life. They will start to realize that your presence was more than just a convenience. It was a source of comfort, stability, and genuine connection. And as they sit with that dawning realization, you will find that your absence will start speaking for you, echoing in their thoughts, and making them understand just how much they miss having you around. This shock of silence can be a powerful wake-up call for them, and it is the first crucial step in shifting the dynamics of your relationship. It is a moment where they are forced to take stock, to reflect on what they had, and to realize that maybe, just maybe, they took you for granted. And in that realization, the seeds of longing and appreciation will begin to grow. Let us now move on to the second thing that they are likely to experience when you become absent: the realization of your value. Imagine this: after the initial shock of your silence begins to set in, they will start to adjust to the new normal. But as the days go by, something will start to gnaw at them. It will be a subtle yet persistent feeling that something important is missing from their life. It is not just about the absence of your texts or your calls. It is about the absence of you, your unique energy, your unwavering support, and your particular way of making their day just a little bit brighter. This is where the profound realization of your value starts to kick in. You see, in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it is incredibly easy for people to take others for granted, especially those who are always there, always giving, and always supportive. But when you suddenly step back, when you are no longer pouring your energy into the relationship, they will begin to notice the void that you have left behind. It is like removing a key piece from a complex puzzle. Suddenly, the entire picture does not look complete anymore. They will start to realize just how much you are contributing to their life, not just in the big, obvious ways, but in all of the little everyday things that made their life richer and more meaningful. As the days pass, they might find themselves missing the way you used to listen to them so intently. They might miss the insightful advice that you offered or the easy laughter that you shared. They will begin to see that your presence was not just a background noise in their life. It was a beautiful melody that added depth and meaning to their days. And now that that melody is gone, it has left behind a stark and uncomfortable silence. This realization will often lead to a period of deeper reflection on their part. They will start to ask themselves some difficult questions. Why did I take them for granted? What was it about them that made my life better? And as they reflect, they will begin to see your true value, perhaps for the very first time. They will start to understand that you were not just filling a space in their life. You were adding something meaningful, something that they cannot so easily replace. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you have ordered your favorite dish. You have had it so many times that you do not even think about how good it is anymore. It is just your go-to meal. But one day you decide to try something new, and it is just not the same. Suddenly, you realize just how much you loved that favorite dish, how much it satisfied you, and how it hit the spot in a way that nothing else could. That is precisely what happens when you step back. They will realize that nothing else in their life quite compares to what you brought to the table. This realization of your value is not just a fleeting thought. It is something that can profoundly change how they see you and the relationship you shared. They will start to recognize that you were a steady source of positivity, of support, and of joy. And now that you are not there, They will see the impact of your absence everywhere. It will be in the small moments of their day when they would have normally reached out to you, in the challenges they now have to face without your comforting words, and in the laughs that they miss sharing with you. As Albert Einstein once said, strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. In stepping back, you are giving them the necessary space to recognize your true value. You are showing them that your presence was a gift, not something to be taken lightly. And in doing so, you are allowing them to see what they had and what they have now lost. So as they sit with this powerful realization, you will find that your absence will start speaking for you. It will speak of your worth, your impact, and the irreplaceable role that you played in their life. And that realization can be powerful enough to make them want you back, to reach out and to reconnect, this time with a much deeper appreciation for everything that you bring to the table. Now let us delve into the third experience they are likely to face when you become absent, the void of your presence. After the initial shock of your silence and the dawning realization of your value comes the unsettling and pervasive awareness of the void that you have left behind. This is not just about missing your texts or your phone calls. It is about the deep, echoing emptiness that your absence creates in the very fabric of their life. Suddenly, all of those little things that you used to do, the thoughtful gestures, the way you listened with such empathy, the simple comfort of knowing that you were always there, are glaringly absent, and that absence will feel like a huge, gaping hole. Imagine this: they go through their daily routine, but now something is fundamentally off. The usual text that they would receive from you in the morning does not come. The inside jokes that you used to share feel hollow when there is no one there to laugh with them. And the profound comfort of knowing that you were there to talk things through, to offer support, is gone. It is as if the emotional safety net that they did not even realize they had has been pulled away, leaving them to navigate their days without the support that they had grown so accustomed to. This void is profound because it is not just about the things that you did, but about who you are. Your unique presence brought a certain warmth, a sense of connection that they simply cannot replace. And now, in your absence, they will feel that emptiness more keenly than they might have ever expected. It is like walking into a room that used to be filled with light and warmth, only to find it cold and dark. That emptiness is the void you have created, and it is something that they cannot ignore. As they navigate this new reality, they might find themselves trying to fill that void. Perhaps they will reach out to other people more often, or they will try to distract themselves with other activities. But deep down, they will know that nothing quite fits the space that you once occupied. Your presence was unique, and now that it is gone, there is a noticeable and uncomfortable gap in their life. This void is not just a reminder of what they once had. It is a constant nagging nudge that they have lost something incredibly important, something that made their life better. As the French philosopher Voltaire once said, the art of being happy lies in the power of extracting happiness from common things. Your presence added value to those common everyday things, and now without you, those things no longer bring the same joy. So as they sit with the void of your presence, you will find that your absence will start speaking for you. It will remind them daily of what is missing, of the light and the warmth that is no longer there. And in that void, they might just realize that what is missing is not just anyone, it is you. Let us now dive into the fourth thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the rise of curiosity. After the initial shock of your silence, the realization of your value, and the uncomfortable void of your presence, something intriguing will begin to happen. They will start to get curious. This curiosity is not just a passing thought about where you have gone or why you are not reaching out anymore. It is a deeper, more compelling need to understand what is going on in your world now that you are no longer a constant and predictable presence in theirs. Imagine this: they are scrolling through their phone, and it suddenly dawns on them that they have not heard from you in days or maybe even weeks. A series of questions will start to bubble up in their mind. What are they up to? Are they okay? Are they moving on without me? This initial curiosity can quickly turn into a genuine fascination as they begin to wonder about all of the things that they do not know about you. They might even start checking your social media profiles, trying to get a glimpse of what is happening in your life, piecing together small clues to satisfy their growing curiosity. This rise of curiosity is powerful because it is a clear sign that they are beginning to see you in a completely new light. When you were always available, always there for them, they did not need to wonder about you. They knew exactly where you were and what you were doing. But now that you have stepped back, there is a certain mystery that surrounds you, a sense of intrigue that pulls them in and makes them want to know more. It is like reading a captivating book and suddenly realizing that you have no idea what is going to happen next. That uncertainty, that sense of the unknown, becomes irresistible. As the philosopher Aristotle once said, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. This quote perfectly captures the essence of the rise of curiosity. They will start to realize how much they took for granted, how much they did not really know about you. And now, with your absence, they are eager to fill in those gaps, to understand what is happening beneath the surface of your life. Curiosity can be a powerful motivator. It can drive them to reach out to try and reconnect and to rediscover who you are and what you are up to. And in this process, they will begin to see you not just as the person they once knew, but as someone who is constantly evolving, growing, and becoming more intriguing with each passing day. So as this curiosity rises within them, you will find that your absence will start speaking for you in ways that draw them closer, even though you have stepped back. It is a subtle but powerful shift where the mystery of your absence becomes a magnet pulling them in as they seek to understand the person you are, becoming someone who is far more than they ever realized. Now let us explore the fifth thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the growth of longing. After their curiosity begins to take hold, something even deeper will start to develop within them, a genuine sense of longing. This is not just a fleeting desire to hear from you or to see you again. It is a growing, persistent feeling that builds over time. The more they wonder about you, the more they will start to miss you, not just your presence, but everything that made your relationship with them special. Imagine this: they are going about their day, but every little thing seems to remind them of you. A song that you both used to love comes on the radio. They walk past a place where you shared a special memory. Or they even just hear a random phrase that triggers a memory of something that you once said. These small, seemingly insignificant reminders will begin to accumulate, creating a powerful sense of yearning that is hard for them to ignore. It is not just about the big moments. It is often the little everyday interactions that they will start to miss the most. Longing is a powerful emotion because it grows in the spaces where a connection used to be. As the days go by without them hearing from you, without them feeling your presence, that longing will intensify. It is like trying to quench a thirst that just will not go away. They will begin to realize that they do not just miss having someone around. They miss you specifically in a way that is deep and personal. As the French writer Marcel Proust once said, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." This period of longing will give them new eyes with which to see you and the relationship you shared. They will start to see all of the things that they may have overlooked before, and they will appreciate them on a much deeper level. So as this longing grows within them, your absence will start speaking for you in the form of an undeniable pull, one that makes them crave the unique connection that they once had with you, realizing just how much they truly miss it. Let us now delve into the sixth thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the sting of regret. As their curiosity deepens and their longing for you grows stronger, another powerful and often painful emotion will begin to take root: regret. This is not just a passing thought or a mild sense of what if. It is a sharp, painful realization that they may have taken you for granted, that they did not fully appreciate you when they had the chance, and that realization can sting. Imagine this: they are sitting alone, reflecting on the times that you spent together. And suddenly, it will hit them. They will remember all of those moments when you reached out, when you offered your support, or when you made sacrifices that they did not fully recognize at the time. Maybe they brushed off your concern, ignored your efforts, or simply assumed that you would always be there no matter what. But now, in your absence, they will see those moments with fresh and often painful clarity. And the weight of their actions or their inactions will begin to press down on them. Regret often comes with a cascade of if-only thoughts. If only I had been more attentive. If only I had reciprocated their efforts. If only I had valued them as much as they deserved. These thoughts can be particularly painful because they are tied to missed opportunities, chances to show you how much you meant to them, to build a stronger connection, or to fix issues before they became too big to ignore. This sting of regret is not just about feeling sorry. It is about realizing that they have let something truly valuable slip through their fingers. They will start to wonder how things might have been different if they had acted differently, if they had put in the effort to nurture the relationship instead of taking it for granted. It is a sobering realization, and it can often leave them with a sense of loss that is hard to shake. As the philosopher Soren Kierkegaard once noted, regret is a sharp-edged sword, not always useful, but always felt. This emotion cuts deep because it is tied to the irreversible nature of the past. They cannot go back and change what has been done, and that can lead to a feeling of helplessness and sorrow. However, regret can also be a powerful catalyst for change. It can prompt them to reevaluate their priorities, to recognize the importance of what they have lost, and to strive to make amends if possible. The sting of regret is often what pushes them to finally reach out to apologize, or to try and rekindle what has been lost. So as this regret takes hold, your absence will start speaking for you in a voice that says, "You should have valued me when you had the chance." It is a powerful realization that can motivate them to reflect deeply on their actions and perhaps to seek to make things right before it is too late. Let us now move on to the seventh thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the intrigue of mystery. As your absence lingers, something interesting will begin to happen. They will start to see you through a new lens, one that is shrouded in a captivating mystery. When you were always available, they knew what to expect from you. But now that you have stepped back, you have become a bit of an enigma, and this mystery is incredibly intriguing. Imagine this: they realize that they do not know what you are up to anymore. You are no longer sharing your daily thoughts, your plans, or your feelings with them. Suddenly, you are not as predictable as you once were, and this unpredictability will spark their curiosity even further. They will start to wonder, what are they doing? Who are they spending time with? What new things are they exploring without me? This intrigue of mystery is powerful because it completely flips the dynamic. Instead of you being the one who is constantly reaching out and sharing, you have become someone that they want to figure out, someone whose life they are no longer privy to. It is like when a favorite character in a story suddenly becomes more complex and multi-layered. Your absence adds a new depth to how they perceive you, making them want to know more about you. As the novelist and poet Oscar Wilde once said, "The truth is rarely pure and never simple." This idea perfectly captures the essence of mystery. You have become more than just the person that they thought they knew. You are now someone with layers, someone with a life that continues to evolve even without them in it. So as this sense of mystery grows, your absence will start speaking for you in subtle but powerful ways. It will make them wonder about the new dimensions of your life, drawing them in with the intrigue of discovering who you have become in their absence. Let's dive into the eighth thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the power of reflection. After experiencing the shock of your silence, the growing curiosity, and the sting of regret, they will inevitably arrive at a place of deep reflection. This is not just a quick passing thought. It is a period where they will begin to really think about the relationship about you and about themselves. Your absence gives them the necessary space to reflect on everything that has happened, what worked, what did not, and most importantly, what they may have overlooked. Imagine this: they find themselves alone with their thoughts replaying memories of your time together. They will think about the conversations you had, the support you offered, and the moments when they might not have given you the attention or the appreciation that you deserved. This period of reflection will often bring with it a sense of clarity. They will start to see the relationship not just for what it was, but for what it could have been if they had invested more effort, more care, or more understanding. Reflection is a powerful tool because it allows them to see things from a different perspective. They will begin to recognize their own shortcomings, those times when they were too focused on themselves, too caught up in their own world to see how much you were contributing to theirs. It is during this period that they might realize that they did not just miss out on your presence. They missed out on the opportunity to build something even stronger with you. This reflection can also bring about a profound sense of self-awareness. They will start to see patterns in their own behavior, perhaps recognizing that they have made similar mistakes in their past relationships. It is a moment of personal growth where they will begin to understand that your absence is more than just a temporary gap. It is a chance for them to learn and potentially to change. As the philosopher Socrates famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This period of reflection will push them to examine not only their life with you, but also their own choices and how those choices have impacted their relationships. It is a time of deep introspection that can lead to a deeper understanding of themselves and of you. So as they immerse themselves in this reflective state, your absence will start speaking for you in ways that provoke thought, foster growth, and encourage them to truly appreciate the value of what they had. It is through this reflection that they might come to realize that their life was richer with you in it, and that the lessons they have learned from your absence could lead to meaningful changes should they ever have the chance to reconnect with you. Let us now dive into the ninth thing that they are likely to feel when you become absent: the magnetism of your self-sufficiency. As they navigate the void that your absence has created, something intriguing will happen. They will begin to see you in a new and powerful light. You are no longer the person who was always available, always giving, and always there at the drop of a hat. Instead, you have become someone who is independent, self-sufficient, and strong on your own. And let me tell you, this newfound self-sufficiency is incredibly magnetic. Imagine this: they see that you are not falling apart without them. In fact, you are thriving. You are pursuing your passions, you are engaging in activities that make you happy, and you are generally living your best life. This realization can be a complete game changer for them. Suddenly, you are not just the person that they used to know. You are someone who has grown, evolved, and become even more compelling in their absence. There is something inherently attractive about a person who does not need validation from others to feel complete. When they see you embracing your self-sufficiency, it will challenge all of their previous perceptions of you. They might have thought that you depended on them for your happiness, but now they will see that you are perfectly capable of creating your own joy, regardless of whether they are in the picture or not. This self-sufficiency can stir a complex mix of emotions in them. On the one hand, they might feel a sharp pang of regret for not appreciating your strength earlier. On the other hand, they might find themselves drawn to you, even more fascinated by your ability to stand so tall on your own. It is as if you have become a beacon of independence, radiating a quiet confidence and self-assuredness. And that is something that they simply cannot ignore. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Self-reliance is the height of man." Your self-sufficiency is not just about being independent. It is about embodying a level of maturity and inner strength that is undeniably attractive. They will start to see that you are not just surviving without them, you are thriving. And that will make them realize just how much they underestimated your resilience and your capability. This magnetism of your self-sufficiency can lead them to question their own sense of self. They may start to reflect on whether they have been too reliant on others for their own happiness, and whether they could learn a thing or two from your approach to life. Your ability to flourish independently becomes a silent reminder that true strength comes from within, and that is something that they may now admire in you more than ever before. So as they witness your self-sufficiency, your absence will start speaking for you in a way that showcases your strength, your resilience, and your independence. It will make them realize that you are not just someone who can stand on your own. You are someone who can shine on your own. And that kind of self-reliance is not just admirable, it is magnetic. After going through the initial shock of your silence, the dawning realization of your value, the echoing void of your presence, and the potent magnetism of your newfound self-sufficiency, they are likely to find themselves at a crossroads. All of these powerful emotions, curiosity, longing, regret, and reflection, will build up to a powerful and often overwhelming desire to reconnect with you. Imagine this: they have spent days, weeks, or maybe even months reflecting on what they had with you and what they have now lost. The more they think about it, the clearer it becomes that your absence has created a void in their life that nothing else seems to fill. The other people they have met, the distractions they have tried to immerse themselves in, none of it compares to the unique connection that they had with you. This realization will lead to an intense desire to bridge the gap, to reach out, and to try to bring you back into their life. This desire for reconnection is not just about missing the good times. It is about recognizing that the relationship they had with you was unique, something that they cannot easily replicate with someone else. They will begin to understand that their life was simply better with you in it, that the connection they shared with you brought them a sense of completeness, joy, and fulfillment that they now yearn to experience again. But here is the kicker: this desire for reconnection is fueled by the person that you have become in their absence. They are not just drawn back to the person that they used to know, they are intrigued by the stronger, more self-assured version of you that has now emerged. Your independence, your resilience, and your ability to thrive on your own have made you even more appealing. They will now see you as someone who is not just desirable because of the past you shared, but because of the growth and the transformation that you have undergone since then. As they sit with this powerful desire, they might start to imagine what it would be like to reconnect, to rebuild the relationship on new, stronger foundations. They might picture the conversations you could have now, the shared experiences that would be so much richer with the wisdom that you have both gained. This desire for reconnection will become a powerful motivator, pushing them to reach out to apologize or to express what they have learned and how they have changed. As the American author F. Scott Fitzgerald once wrote, "There are all kinds of love in this world, but never the same love twice." They will realize that what they had with you was special, and the possibility of rekindling that connection, of creating something new and even better, will become an irresistible pull. So as this desire for reconnection grows within them, your absence will start speaking for you in the form of a compelling urge to rebuild what was lost. They will find themselves drawn to you not just because of who you were, but because of who you have become. And in that desire, they will see that reconnecting with you might be the only way to fill the void that your absence has left behind. Thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this exploration, do not forget to express your appreciation and support our community dedicated to powerful insights. Let us keep the conversation going, as your engagement helps us to grow and to continue bringing you transformative content.